Hey guys, welcome to the Aimless Randos. We finally rebranded our name because everyone else had the same name.
Hello, guys. Hello, hello.
Hello. It is I, Synth, Perry, and Hot Hamster.
Fabrice.
I remember it was Hot Hamster or something. I don't remember too well. But yeah, it's a new year, new things. So, what's happening now, Fabrice? What topic you got for us?
Oh, I kind of have a simple topic. It wasn't anything complicated, but I was just thinking about it earlier. Is what fine sorry, how do I word it properly? When you were a kid and you picture yourself in the future down a couple of years, can you honestly say you're in that position where you thought you would be? Like when
Um,
you were a kid, you say, you know, when I'm older, I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna be doing that. Like me personally, my opinion was I would be. I figured by this age that I am now, I figured that I would have the job that I wanted, and I figured that I would have a kid. That was just me thinking, planning ahead when I was younger. I figured that by the time I was this age, I would have had the job that I wanted, and I would be a father by now. But obviously, things are obviously not that. That's not the case. So I was wondering if you guys had something similar like that. Like, are you guys living your life the way you guys thought you would, or not at all?
um, for me, I don't know. It's hard for me to say because I don't know. When I was younger, I had like maybe two ideas that hey, when I grow up, I want to be like a cop, and then it changed to a veterinarian.
Mm-hmm.
But that also went out the window, and then after a while, it's just like I don't know. It's just the only thing that came to my head. It's like okay, I work hard, I gain my money, and do what I got to do. But
Mm-hmm.
then the rest of the time, I don't know. It's just I was just thinking I'm just in the moment. I'll think
So you're not too much in a hurry. You're kind of just going with the flow.
at one point I was, but then as soon as I what is it? As soon as we graduated high school, and then when I decided not to continue in the Passaic County, I started thinking it's like, damn, I'm really wasting my time right here. I need to actually get a career. So I went to a tech school, and now I'm an HVAC technician, like my dad. So it's not the way I was thinking it, but it's still I don't know. It's I guess it's something.
But obviously, you're not something you can give up on because I know we obviously still have time. It's not like we have a deadline or anything,
Mm-hmm.
and things could change within a year. But I was just thinking that because I was looking at like old videos of like childhood videos that I had and things that I was saying, and like I always said I would be a retired soldier by now, that I would have a house, a family, and it's just things that I was thinking ahead. And I was like, well, theoretically speaking, I'm like, I'm not in that situation. I don't have the job that I want at the moment for personal reasons, but do I see myself eventually having it? Hopefully. But if not, it's not the end of the world. But I know things come at a time at their own pace, but I
Mm-hmm.
just, I physically am not where I thought that I would be. And that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah,
But it's just, I was wrong basically where I thought I would be by now.
yeah. It was more. I wouldn't say speculation. It's more like I guess you just thought too big at the moment, or I guess it was
Most likely. Yeah.
just like a childlike mindset, because you don't really know what happens technically.
Yeah, as a child, you don't keep in mind that you're gonna have to work, you're gonna have bills, you're gonna have to a long waiting period. You have to rely on different things. As a child, I just thought that things were just easily
Mm,
taken care of, handed to you, and yada yada.
yeah, it's like oh, it's right there. I'm in this. I'm in this moment in my life. It's like hey, man, everything's coming to me pretty well. I guess it's gonna be like that for the rest of my life, or
Hmm.
or some crap like that. Yeah, I kind of understand that. But like most things, things are as they turn out. Honestly,
Yeah.
I did see a movie recently that kind of go with that. Have you watched the movie Soul, the Disney movie?
No, I haven't gotten a chance to yet, but I
Okay,
hear a
so
lot of good things about it. Apparently.
yeah, I actually sat down and watched it with my folks. I'd say last week, and
Hmm.
I actually learned a lot of stuff from it. It's actually a really good film, and it teaches you. Oh shit, my bad. Um, and honestly, it gives you like an actual good perspective on like life and one's own living. I guess the basis I could say is that how we think things are set up for us isn't necessarily that. We have the choices to do great things, and all we have to do is just take that first step in actually doing that. Nothing's really stopping us except ourselves and our
Yeah,
ideology or whatever goes through our mindset.
yeah, you definitely got a point there.
Hmm. But I honestly felt like this was like an original like Disney film that like actually thinks a lot more than most other films would. It's like there's more to it than just hey, there's the good, the bad, and yeah, it just goes full circle. And this one is just it's just you. It really is just you. So so I kind of see where you're coming with this. After watching that, I'm like, okay, okay. So to me, I'm still working at it. Like this week, I'm actually gonna go to a testing for the union and all that stuff for this Thursday and all that stuff, and hopefully be passing that to like further more into my career and yada yada.
Oh, well, here's hoping, man. Good luck at that.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But yeah, it's really is all just steps, honestly. So hopefully, hopefully everything just has to work hard at it. I guess I don't know. That's for like most people. Perry, what do you think?
Um, I thought I'd be like career moved out, married, kids by now, but obviously I'm not.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is not what you were expecting, Perry.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, so the topic that we that Fabrice brought up was that is this how you were expecting your life to be at this moment when you were growing up, or were you?
Oh no.
Okay. Or Fabrice, you can repeat it better. Maybe.
Well, I'll try to word it better. Are you currently doing, or are you in a situation where you thought you would be a couple years ago? Like, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, when I grow up, I'm gonna be
I want to
working
do
at
this.
this, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
doing that. Like, are
Yeah.
you in that situation? Are you working towards it? Did you give up
Uh,
completely? You're doing something else. Like, where are you?
I'm doing something completely different than what I was originally planning. I thought I would be done with college by now. I thought I would be working on something else by now. But what I see right now, uh, it's weird. Like I'm not gonna lie, this is not what I thought I was gonna be. Like if I look back like 4 years ago, this is not what I think I'll be right now. But I'm gonna try to improve it
Yeah,
this year. Hopefully, like improve stuff, I guess. Um, but yeah, right now, from answering the question, to be honest, I didn't think I'll be in this type of situation right now. Plus, 2020 happened, so we have that too. Um, but yeah, it's definitely yeah. I didn't expect myself to be in this situation right now.
got you.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's safe to say none of us really are where we thought. Not
We
necessarily, like I
expected,
said, not necessarily a bad thing, but we're just not where we thought we would be.
yeah, basically. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything's not as it always turns out to be, but it doesn't mean we can just let it keep us down in one spot.
No, yeah, definitely. That's the reason. Like I said, this year I'm gonna try to improve a lot of stuff. Hopefully, find a better job. Uh, Plan to go to the gym, start working out a little bit more,
Get big.
and
Get
get
big,
big.
get
Get at
swole,
least
bro.
decent enough that I'm satisfied with my body. You get me?
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Yeah, I'm not like that's actually one of the biggest things about me. I'm not 100% happy with like my body in
my
a sense,
body. Mm.
my body. But other than that, it's just improve on a lot of stuff. Definitely, like I tell you, hopefully work on, hopefully get a better job than what I am right now. Because I'm not like the job I am, man. Not bad, pays well, but I'm just not really happy with it. It's just one of those jobs right now that you're just fuck it. It's my job right now. I just gotta deal with it and pay bills and whatnot. I'm
Yeah,
hoping
it's
to
not
get something
it's not a
better
long
No,
soon.
I
term
agree with that.
thing.
Yeah, Yeah, I really don't want to stay there for long. It's already been over a year. I told myself this year I have to like legit try to move on from that. So I'm hoping to plan a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things I'm planning too. Uh, but yeah, it's just let's see what happens this year too, because 2020 was kind of that year that kind of made everything stop for a bit because everyone's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
we got this shit to deal with. Like I tell you, Andres, you were out of a job for a few months.
Yeah, like in all honesty, how, yeah, early 2020, how it was supposed to go. My whole plan was to save as much as I can, which I was already beginning, but save more, and then I'd be moving out. As
Mm-hmm.
as that happened, when 2020 came, that went out the window.
Yeah,
So I'm still at home with my folks. Nothing wrong with that. That's like the norm nowadays. But
yeah, that is the norm nowadays. Because back in the day,
feel like that was frowned upon. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
like it
back
was
in the day it was
embarrassing.
frowned upon. Everyone knows nowadays everything's more complicated that people understand. Like the reason my dad hasn't kicked me out too is because he's like, I know you're not ready to like do everything on your own, so I'm not gonna force it on you. He's just telling me when you're actually legit ready, let me know. Which
I'll
is good,
I'll take your stuff out for you.
basically. And he could use this room when I'm not here, but for now he understands. He's not gonna force me kicking out. Just like, oh, you're 25 already. Get the fuck out. Like,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. Am I happy being here? Yeah, I am. But at the same time, it's like, like I said, like back to that question that Fabrice asked. Did I think myself a few years when I'm 25, I'm still gonna be living with my parents? No, I didn't think about it
yeah,
like that.
definitely
But
not. Like definitely not.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
now
thought I'd be living by myself when I turned 18. Boy, was I fucking wrong.
you're
Hmm.
like, wait, what do you mean I have to pay bills? What is electricity?
I
What
can't
the heck
survive
should
on
be
500 a month.
free?
What do you mean?
What do you mean 400 smackaroos a month?
You mean I only
Like
have enough for a piece of bread to keep me alive? Oh my gosh.
oh my god. You're telling me my mom actually cooked that food for me? What the fuck? I thought food was free.
It was just there
Like
on the
that
table and I just took it. What the hell, bro?
yeah, like that ass. Yeah, you get me? Like it
Hmm.
like looking back a few years, I didn't think at the age of 25 I'm still gonna be living with my parents. I thought by now I'll probably have a roommate or something, living on
Hmm.
my own, doing my own things, but heck, uh what can you do? But like I'm hoping this year I could just start saving up for I could possibly try to see if I could do that. Hopefully next year I could start being more independent instead of relying on my dad. But yeah, just first, like I said, first of all, I'm just trying to see if I could get a better job than what I currently have, and see if I can improve from there. Because I do want to improve. This is a year I told myself I want to improve a lot of things. So
Hmm.
let's just see what happens. Hopefully, this year goes a little bit more smoother with everything else. But so far, it still feels like we're still in 2020 in a sense of all the stupid shit that's going on. So
Yeah.
yeah,
With
it's
the
stupid.
start of like what happened at the Capitol to what's
Oh
happening
man,
now.
dude, there's like first of all, it's an entire shit show so far. Yeah, the Capitol's
Yeah.
one of the big things. I even told my dad, I was like, Dad, this week is kind of a shitty week. He was like, Why? I was like, Dad, first of all, I'm not gonna lie, this is for me personally. Alexei Alejo from Children of Bodom passed away. He's even the reason why I even picked up an instrument like years ago. They were my first death metal band, so it kind of hurt. So hearing that shit on Monday morning, you're just like, oh, so this is how I'm gonna start off my week. Okay. One of my idols passed away. Okay, that personally hurts. And then next thing you know, what is it, Thursday, the Capitol gets raided. Like, what the fuck's going on today? Like this whole week, I was like, "The fuck's going on?" First, I lose Alessia Alejo, and now you're telling me I'm the fucking cap. The Trump is making our country look like a fucking joke again. Like it is so stupid to be honest. But like I'm saying, I'm hoping for the best. I'm legit hoping for the best. I'm hoping
Hmm.
things could improve. I hope things could be fixed instead of just repeating the same fucking shit again. You get me? Because that is just getting annoying now. Just
Yeah.
the whole thing. So let's see what happens. Really, let's legit see what happens. So, like I'm saying, I'm hoping things could go better. I know things are not gonna go super right in the beginning because I know with the whole situation right now, I'm just hoping for the best. You know what I mean? Trying to be a little bit more optimism, whatever it's called.
Yeah, optimistic and all that stuff.
Optimistic, yeah, there you go, optimistic. Because I'm usually a pessimist, but hoping for the best this year.
When did
You get me?
London march
Just
on Capitol
tired
Hill?
of this shit. We all of us been going through with this last year. So
Yeah.
let's see what happens. Really, let's just see what happens.
Uh, fuck. Well, I completely forgot the year. Well,
2021.
no. I was like trying to remember if it was 17 whatever or 18. No, definitely not 18. Well, could be.
1776
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, when
or what? Independence or the
no,
United
no, no,
States?
no, 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 no. When the British, the first, the last time, the first and last time technically, before when England, the Red Troops actually marched onto Capitol Hill and like were in the Capitol taking over.
Oh yeah, there was one point. Yeah, I
That was
remember reading something about
yeah,
that.
that
Yeah,
was
there
the
was one
first and
point that
only time originally when someone marched in the Capitol Hill and like took over. It was
took over the Capitol Hill and they burned it down.
yeah,
They
it
burned
was
it down. Yeah, I remember they
they
burned it
burned it down.
down.
They burned down the original White House.
Oh yeah, they burned down the original white. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, yeah. You
Hmm.
just remind me of this video that I remember.
Yeah. Did you know that about that, Fabrice? The original White House is not the original.
No, I actually didn't know about that.
Yeah, it was actually interesting when England came in, the Red Troops and all that stuff came in and like taking over Virginia, all of Washington D.C. They burned down everything. They burned
Mm-hmm.
down the Capitol building. They burned down the White House. One secretary, or I believe it was the first lady of I'm forgetting which president. The only thing she could save was I believe uh in the paper of independence. I'm forgetting the term.
Oh, the
Declaration
Declaration
of
of Independence.
Independence and the first and only original painting of George Washington. That's the only thing she could save when.
Yeah, because the rest got all burned down. Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, actually, I would have never known that. I don't even think I remember learning that in school, to be honest.
Oh,
yeah.
they never really taught you in school. I discovered it because of a YouTube video. I gotta find that video because they actually use pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie, animation to like explain the whole shit. And I was
Hmm.
like,
Uh,
oh shit, I didn't do that.
I don't know. To me, I don't know. I always had a fascination with history, so I always just was reading random history shit. So
Mm-hmm.
I told that to like Billy one time. It's like, yeah, don't you know about the history? It's like I was never that invested. Now look at that. Now you know.
Now you know, but she's still not invested.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey
Uh,
man, like I like history. History's cool.
yeah, history was one of my favorite subjects in high school. But yeah, it was a very interesting thing. And then the fact of the matter, people are starting to march there. They even found like a bomb was actually planted in
Oh
Capitol
yeah, there
Hill.
was two bombs.
Two bombs? Oh, they found another one. Oh,
Two
okay.
bombs. He had two pipe bombs, but luckily none of them went off because
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure
That's
the people
crazy.
who made them are stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, they found two pipe bombs, but they weren't they didn't ignite or anything because I'm pretty sure like I remember what I heard they weren't really made well. So
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, dead ass, and it's stupid how like today me and my dad were watching the news in Spanish. Um, and Univision has the guy who's always like talking to like senators and whatnot. He was
Mm-hmm.
talking to a Republican senator, and the Republican senator, dead ass was still defending Trump
Really?
throughout the whole shit. Throughout the whole shit, like me and my dad are like, wow, this guy's delusional. Like this guy's like, no, like it wasn't Trump's fault. He didn't instigate it. And I'm like, yeah, he did. Like there's videos of it. No, like blah blah blah. It's all fake, blah blah. And then it's like,
Oh,
yeah,
for
but
no reason.
the thing is he's instigating shit that's not real. Like he's saying like they stole the election. He's like, no, like it's all no, they did stole the election and everything like that. It's like it makes you think. Like it's like wow, like you have people who legit really really like protecting this guy
Mm-hmm.
after all the shit he did. Like it's stupid. It should not be like that. Like you should not have a leader that's just so childish that he'll be like, "Yo, I attacked the Capitol because they're trying to steal the election from me." Like, dude, you already lost. Everyone knows you already lost.
Yeah.
It's just you just don't want to admit it. And plus, the majority of the thing that what everyone agrees on is because once he leaves office, he's gonna get charged by criminal by he's gonna get charged for a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
So
like he owes bills. Like
oh
Jesus,
he
he
didn't
is.
pay his taxes, so he's fucking screwed on that. The IRS are gonna have a field day with him once he's out of
Mm-hmm.
office. Plus other criminal charges. They're also planning to charge him for the riots, the thing for the Capitol because it makes
Oh,
sense. They're trying to
damage
impeach
riots and
him.
all that stuff.
Yeah, and they're trying to impeach him too because they said if a president gets impeached, they could never run again. So that means if he tries to run again, he's not gonna win or even be acknowledged
He
because
legally can't just he can't even get to compete basically.
you basically, yeah. So, I like to take Oscar for a little bit of this because he actually hit me with a bunch of knowledge out of nowhere, surprisingly. But he was explaining a bunch of things that, like, oh yeah, so basically during the riot thing, the capture of the Capitol, he was just standing there watching. Everyone was kind of like, okay, Trump, we should do something about it, and he was like, just kept on watching.
Mm-hmm.
And then the person who sent the National Guards there was Mike Pence, not Trump. So when Trump was saying his apology, quote unquote apology video, he said, "Oh, I initiated the National Guard as quick as I can." It's like, no, you didn't. You just stood there. There's actual video proof of Mike Pence doing it, not you. You were just chilling, watching the whole shit going down. So it tells you. Uh,
Yeah, the events to the Capitol. It literally was within 3 hours. Everything went down.
oh yeah, definitely.
Like everything literally like how I saw the time frame for it because what was it? Mark Hamill he posted about it, the time frame and
Mm-hmm.
everything. It was 3 hours and 44 minutes. Everything went down to just
Yeah.
everyone taking over the Capitol. So that was unexpected.
Welcome to the United States of America. 3 hours it only takes to take over a capital.
It's crazy how that went.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's ridiculous to be honest. It shouldn't have happened to be honest.
I didn't even know about it. Courtney just texted me randomly. She was like, something. No, they took over the Capitol. I'm like, huh? At
Really?
first, I
Yeah,
thought
like
she was like playing a game or something. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
trying to think what video game she could be playing where they took over the Capitol. And then she's like, no, it's live. And I'm like, what? But they weren't even showing it on the news or anything. So like,
Yeah,
it
because
was so weird that we had to
they're probably
Google it.
just covering it up so it wouldn't
Yeah.
get out of hand.
and then it got out of hand. And then they showed all the videos and everything.
Someone got shot. They even show the
Yeah.
perspective of the woman who was going in there. We're walking Capitol Hill now. It's gonna go great. Next video, it's showing that she got shot.
Oh, it was her. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
It's stupid because I like how people are like, why did they shoot her? They warned her not to jump over the thing. She jumped over the thing.
Hmm.
Then they took her out. No shit. She was a veteran too.
Was she? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, she was a veteran. Oh, you know which one was the worst one? It was one of the officers. One of the officers died because someone beat the crap, bludgeoned him to death with his fire extinguisher. And
Really?
fun fact, he was a Trump supporter too.
Wow.
So it tells you how stupid and dumb me is this fucking like little cult thing because people like to refer to Trump fans as cultists too.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of that, do you think how everything's been lately? Do you think everyone else in the world do they see as the United States as like the people that support Trump? Do you think they're seeing as them as the representation of America as of right now?
I'm not sure, to be honest, how I
I'm not
feel in that
sure.
situation.
Yeah, I'm not sure too.
No, because like from our perspective, of course not. That's definitely not that. But to the rest of the world and how the news media and how everything's
Uh,
going on, I'm pretty sure.
the only biggest point of view I have, it's the only perspective I could get is mostly my mom's because she calls me and tells you like, so So the crazy man is doing this. Basically, that's what AKA she calls
The
Trump.
crazy man.
Yeah, she calls him the crazy man because she
The
does
what? Who?
the crazy man. Okay,
This
Audrey, let me
October,
finish.
the
My
crazy man.
mom calls Trump the crazy man
Okay.
because she hears all the things that you basically this thing is like already worldwide news about the Capitol being taken over. So if I talk to my mom about it, she'll bring it up, being like, "Oh, like is everything okay over there?" Because in the news here in Peru, they covered some of the things that happened in the United States and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't know. Trump is just, I don't know. Trump is being stupid, making us look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And the simple as that. My mom's like, yeah, because it seems like it seems like the United States looks really stupid over there right now because in a sense, not trying to insult, it's just trying to say like it's weird. You get me?
Yeah, but like
Everyone's
that's a perfect example, like how your mom's viewing it, how she's in Peru and everything. That's how I'm pretty sure that's how the rest of the world is viewing the U.S. right
uh,
now.
dead ass. Like it's like, huh? You guys are stupid over there, aren't you? And all of us are like, yep.
How did you know?
How did you know? How could they found out? Like dead ass. It's so childish too, to be honest. But
Mm-hmm.
what can you do? Like to be honest, that's all I can say. What can you do right now?
Yeah, like this. I actually sent this to Billy. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you guys real quick.
A man and a woman. The rest of the world, U.S. You good? No. A man and a woman. Yo, no wonder I've been seeing that meme. I didn't see. Wow. Did he really say that?
Yeah, yeah. Like honestly, like right here. Like listen. Hey guys, Alex here to explain. The joke here starts out with an image of Congressman who recently said "Amen" and "A woman" after a prayer. Now there
That was
isn't any emotion to describe how most of us feel after seeing this. It's sort of a mix of confusion, anger, and just overall upsetness. Because this guy felt that it was necessary to say "a woman" after "amen" since the word "amen" has a men in it.
Yeah.
Now, this is absurdly ridiculous that he would even think it would make sense to say this. The bottom half of the meme shows the rest of the world asking the US if they're okay, and we're responding with no. This is because what happened in the image above just is a perfect representation of how ridiculous some things are, getting to an attempt to make certain things equal when they already even to begin with. Like, trust me, I'm all for equality, but what the absolute heck? What happened the other day with this? And, yeah.
I still think
Sorry.
that was just. First of all, when I say amen or amen, whatever, obviously I think of it more in Spanish. But even if I was praying in English, not once has it crossed my mind. Oh, it's for a man, amen. I
Yeah.
thought amen was just a word, and that was a word used for religion. Not once did it cross my mind. Let me say amen, a woman.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Like,
know why that
like
was
you were
even
thinking like there
brought
was a
there.
sex thing into it. No.
Yeah, not once did that ever cross my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Never. Same.
Yeah. Like, in all honesty, it's like this. Has it really gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, equal rights and all that stuff, but like, has it gone to the point where if anything has the word men in it, it needs to
A
be
woman.
it also needs to be added in "a woman" or like just equalizing it. Like, this word has been around for like thousands of years,
Yeah.
centuries.
But that's not what equality is about. It's just that's a whole fucking topic on its own. It's like
Yeah,
that has nothing to do with equality.
it really doesn't.
It's
That's
just a
Yeah.
word.
that's a religious word.
Yeah.
Like,
A man and a woman. I'm sorry. It just pops in my head. Imagine him saying that. A man and a woman. What the? No wonder I've been seeing memes about that. I was like, what are they talking about? And
mm-hmm.
then now I get it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
Who the fuck goes a man and a woman?
yeah, that was the most ridiculous thing when I saw that. I'm like, this is so
That's
stupid.
stupid.
It's going a little too far with this whole. I know there has to be equality. I know that, and there's
Yeah,
nothing
but
wrong with that.
some things It's so stupid because it's not even representing as a man. It's just amen.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It's just something that we always been saying.
it's a literally religious thing. It's not even it's not even a sex
I
thing.
know. Yeah, that ass. It never crossed my mind to be like, oh shit, this is like a woman. It's like, oh, we gotta make up. But no, who the fuck's? Oh
Uh,
my god, it's actually hurting my brain now. I'm thinking about it. Like, it's like, why?
What did you think?
Who?
this yeah, Cora, what do you think?
Stupid. That's what it is.
Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
It's literally a religious thing. I don't know why he had to make it into a sex thing.
Yeah,
Like you as a woman, do you feel that that was necessary? Like, yes, you're glad that he did that.
Fuck no.
like in all honesty,
Anything,
did
I'm a
you
little embarrassed.
the first the this whole time when you were thinking about Amen, were you ever thinking, oh man, that's so sexist? It has men in it.
No, never.
Yeah, honestly, it's really stupid. Like, are we really going this far with? I don't know. What's the word?
Man.
What is the word? Like to not neutralize, but like
What are you trying to say? Like,
I don't know.
example.
Like everything has to be at the same level. Like you, no matter what you do or say, you all have to be at the same level.
Equality.
I guess.
Equally.
I don't know.
A man
It's a
and
bit
a
much.
woman. It's stuck in my head now. I found it.
Oh, you found it?
Okay.
In the name of the monotheistic God, Brahma,
Why did
and
you
God
post it on
known
the
by
computer?
many
Shut up.
names, by many different faiths. Amen and amen.
Everyone. Nani? Uh, no.
I guess kind of to go back to Fabrizio's, what kind of goals do you guys have for this year?
Well,
Work.
I thought we already like established that. Like
Oh,
Fernando
I
said,
don't
he's gonna
know.
work out. He's gonna save money to get a new
Oh,
job.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm saving up. Hopefully, be passing my exams and saving up to move out. And what about you, Fabrice? I actually don't remember yours. Sorry.
Well, actually, I didn't bring one, but
Oh, okay.
what's happening is sort of what Fernando said. He has a job and he just has the job because it's a job and he's staying there. It doesn't mean that he likes it or whatever. Well, I've been working for the restaurant that I work for. I've been working since like 2011, basically.
Oh wow.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
like it's just basically being a cashier. Like, don't get me wrong. Like because of it, I learned how to cook a little more. Customer service,
Oh, I thought you were
financing.
also. I thought you were also a chef, not just a cashier.
Well, I don't have the title. It's not like
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm a
You're
chef or a
just.
cook. When they need help, they have me in the kitchen because I know what to do. And plus, it's easy. It's a menu that I've known for years. But can I make shit from scratch? No, I'm not a chef like that. I'm just a cook. Like, you give me the ingredients, you tell me this is what I have to use, I can make the dishes for you, no problem. But the problem was that I people at my job have left. Like, people that I basically worked with for a while. So they left. They found different jobs. They moved out and do different things. But I stayed at my job and I just kept working at my job day after day, the same thing. And I was getting sick of it. And one of the customers that used to come years ago, actually, a couple of them actually, every time they show up to the store, they were like, "Wow, you're still here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just still here." You got me, like, and that was like a reality check because I was like, "Damn!" Like, they literally haven't seen me like in 3 to 4 years, and they recognized me, and the first thing they said was like, "Wow, you're still here."
Wow, you're
So
still alive?
yeah, so
Yeah,
luckily,
that really does sound like a reality check. Like you're still here. It's like, yeah. Thanks for, yeah.
for reminding me. Yeah,
Reminding.
yeah. And the thing is, it's not like I didn't think about leaving anywhere. It's just my possibilities are just limited at the moment because of my current situation.
Mm-hmm.
So there are things that I did want to do, which is why I brought up the, like, where did you see yourself? Like, I saw myself as soon as I turned 18. I was signing up for the Marines. I was gonna do a 6 year contract with the Marines, and by the time I got out, it would make it easier for me to blend into civilization. I would get a job as a cop, especially coming out of the Marines. That would give me like a higher status and all that. So, like, that was my mindset. And when that didn't happen, it fucked me because I didn't have anything planned except that.
Mhm.
I don't know if Courtney brought it up or maybe I brought it up, but my neighbor downstairs actually he suggested a job for me. He recommended me to go to this new job. I can't give you the name of the company because I don't memorize it, and I can't give you my actual job position. But he basically said, "I'll put in a good word for you." He's like, when I started working, I didn't know shit about shit, but they teach you everything. So I actually just gave my 2 weeks notice at my current job because I'm
Ooh.
starting my new job on this not this Monday, not tomorrow, next Monday.
Okay. Okay.
I start my new job and it's supposed to start me off at $18 an hour,
Okay.
Monday
Nice.
through Friday, holidays off, weekends off, and
Well,
like I'm not gonna lie,
when you say
uh
Monday through Friday, like what's the time frame? We're talking like 9 to 5,
I
7
have
to
to be
2,
there at 6:30 a.m. 6:30
6:30.
a.m. until 3:30 to 4 p.m.
Okay.
So it is a drastic change, especially for somebody like me that goes to bed at 3 to 4 in the morning.
Hmm.
That's gonna be a big change for me that I'm gonna have to work on. So I'm basically starting a new year with a new job, basically a new opportunity. I'm gonna be learning stuff like electrical work, piping, carpentry.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
the
That was
job
going
that
to be
I'm
my
going
next
for,
question. Is like, is this job
yeah,
going to be hands on for you?
it's supposed to be. Usually car dealerships where they hang the cars, the hydraulics, whatever they're called.
Hmm.
That's kind of what the company I work for does. They build those in the dealerships. They transfer them, they fix them, they repair them. I'm basically going there as a apprentice, I guess you can say, or like a
Yeah. Yeah.
beginner, a
Yeah.
noob,
Hmm.
whatever you want to call me. But the beauty is that I'm going to be getting an education while I'm also getting paid for said education. And the pay is obviously going to be drastic. I'm going to go from $13 to 18. It's not huge, but it's definitely a lot better. And like I said, now
It's definitely a level up. It's definitely a level up.
it will. That's what I said. They're like, you're a beginner, so you're starting at 18, and I'm like, that's fine because when I'm not a beginner, I'm gonna be getting 25 to 30 because that's what the guy downstairs is getting. He's like, I've only been there for a year and a half, and I'm already at $30 an hour. He's like, because I worked my ass off, I learned everything I had to do, and
Hmm.
keep in mind, this guy doesn't. This guy had learned English like 2 years ago, so. If a guy, no disrespect to him, obviously, but if a guy like that can barely speak English, learned everything in English, and he's making good money off of it, then that's my motivation for this year is I want to make sure I save up enough money that I can move out. If Courtney wants to move in with me, that's great. If she still needs more time, then that's up to her.
Hmm.
But I do plan on with a little bit more money that I have, it's a new job. Like Fernando said, a little more positive outlook into life is what I'm trying to do. Not tear myself down like I normally do. Try to be a little more social. But like I said, the new year just started, and within the month, I'm going to have a new job. It's going to be a new schedule, a new lifestyle, new opportunities, and like I'm excited, but I'm also extremely terrified. It is. It's going to be. I've been doing the same thing for like the past 10 years, and now to suddenly do something else that I'm completely unaware of what to do, it scares me. It really scares me, but it's a risk I got to take. I don't want to be a cashier, for the rest of my life. I don't want to have a child. And when my kid asks me, what does daddy do? I'll be like, daddy works as a cashier at a restaurant. You get me? I
Hmm.
want to make sure I have a good career for my woman, for my kids. I want to make sure I'm able to support them the right way. So if this is a risk I got to take, a leap of faith, then I'm all on board for it. So that's
Yeah.
basically with me. I'm going to get a new job. Well, I'm not going to get, I have a new job. It's going to be stressful, but I know this is something I got to do if I want to take advantage and change my lifestyle and all
Of
that.
course,
So
of course,
that's
and
it.
it's the best course of action you can take because the only, like how we talked about in the beginning, Fabrice, the only one that's stopping you is you.
You, yeah,
Yeah. So this is a big step for you and all that stuff. And take it from me, in all honesty, I was working as a what was it, substitute aide for like 4 years, and to the point where I needed to actually get into a career, and that's where I am now. It's so different. The perspective's different. The pay is different. Everything's just different. But I feel actually pretty satisfied where I am. It gets annoying sometimes, especially when we want to hang or like play games at the hour. I can't do that stuff anymore. It changes. I have to wake up early. I have to be in the mindset of always being aware because one wrong move and I'm actually could get hurt, or you guys probably
right.
won't see me the next day.
Right, right.
Mhm.
Life is like, having friends and gaming with friends is obviously wonderful and fun, but you can't just have that mindset of I'm still gonna play video games like I'm a kid. You have that
Yeah.
responsibility of you gotta go to work, you gotta do this, you gotta wake up early, and that's basically what I'm gonna be going through. And as a person like I said that plays video games until 3 a.m., hangs out with girlfriend, it's gonna be a huge change for me, and I feel like I'm gonna be grumpy, I'm gonna be pissed, or I'm gonna be tired, but I feel like I'll get used to it, hopefully, or
Yeah.
just handle it better.
In all honesty, how I've done it, everything is just balance. So from how you told me, you work from 6 to 3 to 4.
Uh huh.
How I find it, I find that the best hours because sure, you got to sleep in early and then you got to wake up early, but you have so much time in the afternoon. You can do so much stuff. You can do so many hobbies. You have plenty of time to hang out. As long as you have a set schedule and just work things out. Of course, nothing ever goes planned out with the scheduling, but if you, I don't know, plan everything out right, you can do at least 2 to 3 things at most through your day after work. But
Right.
it's all about the planning. But honestly, it's probably the best thing. I honestly, I do so much more now that I can actually just, hey, 7, I got to be at work at 7. I get home around 3:30 or something, and I can do whatever. I work out. I either cook, I draw, I read. I keep up with my stuff. I'm doing my editing for my videos, which I've actually surprising that I've kept up with. So, but honestly, dude, you're gonna find a lot of good things from this. But of course, you're starting off. It's gonna be rough in the beginning, but I know you'll get through it and all like that. But it's
Yeah.
gonna be rewarding, in my honest opinion. I think it's gonna be rewarding for you.
Yeah, like I said, I like to plan ahead. I have that mindset of I want to get married, I want to have kids, I want, even if it's not a giant ass house again, even if we're just living in an apartment, like I want to have that we have our own place. As grateful as I am to my family for everything they've done, I
Mm-hmm.
know they're probably, even if they don't say it, they're probably thinking like, hey, he's 26, even though he's paying rent and he's helping around the house, he should probably move out and start living a life of his own. And I agree with that. I'm not taking it for granted. I'm not arguing, but I do also have that sort of embarrassment, like, damn, I thought I'd have my own place by now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm hoping with this, I'll be a little smart about the money wise and time management. And even if I find like a small ass 1 bedroom apartment, at least I'll be proud and be like, hey, I have my own place now. Like, yeah, it's not a fucking big ass place we can have a party or anything,
But
but
it's
it's a
your
place where I
place.
can
At least
grow
it's your
something.
place.
Right, right.
That's the thing I
Mhm.
want to be proud of. It's like this is mine. Like literally, this is mine. Like I worked for it. I got it, and this is literally my work.
Right.
So yeah, it's a good mindset to be on, and I want that as well. Hell, I'm pretty sure majority of us want that, but yeah.
Yep.
All right then. I think we'll end it right here for the aimless randos. Hopefully we'll see you guys again. Hopefully Mark would answer his phone. Come on.
Super.
Did he replied earlier?
No, he never replied. He called yesterday to remind us about today.
Yeah, it was his idea. Like, make sure we are at the podcast tomorrow. I was like, okay. And the one person that reminded us, just he was busy, activities.
What?
Courtney. I literally call him. I call him in his voicemail. What was his voicemail for Brace?
It was like, hey, I'm probably busy, or I just don't want to talk to you. Either way, leave a message. And I was like, damn, he either said, sorry, I missed your call, or I ignored you on purpose, which technically was, I ignored you on purpose.
Yeah, I ignored you on purpose. I don't want to deal with your shit. Whenever I can, leave a message and I'll try to get back to you.
I'm about to call him.
Catch you guys next time. Peace.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah.